Hello, I'm Matt Mitchell with the GoProblog.com, and here we are today with my version of how to mount your GoPro on any standard wall inside of a house or the side of a building. A quick way to do this would be with a monopod, but this way it makes it stay in one position so your camera person won't miss the shot. Because I found it's difficult when you handhold the GoPro to understand and fully comprehend exactly how wide this lens is. Because even my fingers here, the GoPro will see on this side, holding it. You have to really make sure you understand fully where you're seeing. Okay, so let's start with this. This is a perfect small tripod to have whenever you're shooting on the ground. I use this. Stick on walls. You need tacky stuff, but I recommend that you do not buy poster tacky. This white tacky clay stuff that's made for posters is not what you're looking for. You're looking for something that looks like this. You can find it in stores. It's for its utility purposes. This was only $3 or $4 and it's really strong. It really is. So I took almost the full line of it right here and I got this ball and it helps to mend the ball a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to break it into 4 small equal places, and we are going to attach it to these ends right here. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it should be small balls like this, because then it'll squish out through the sides, just like that. And you can literally put that onto a wall and it'll be perfect. Now what I've done is you take these pivot arms and I attach them on here like this, and then onto here, and then I pivot it up. Actually, down here like this. See, that's a common mistake I've made, is that this smaller screw here is for only on use on the pivot arms. So when the pivot arms attach to the base, you should be using the smaller one. So what we have here now is we have this perfect security camera setup. And I'm not saying this is going to last all day. It might not even last a couple hours. But for a quick, you place on the wall and mount it. I put it fairly high up, and I've tested it. And there's big enough tacky stuff on here, it just kind of leans a little bit, but doesn't go anywhere, and it stays on there pretty good. And I would trust it, especially if you're filming anything. If you're filming something where you need these people coming down a hallway, or it's something that's not important if you see the camera or not, I would have this as a B camera, especially if you want to get someone's reaction. This is my setup. You have to be careful though, this stuff is actually kind of sticky. It peeled some of the paint off of my wall. If you're going to use it, peel it off lightly and carefully. Okay. And without the pivot arms, we have this. This is almost directly straight on, so what's pretty cool. And what we have here is this quick view for the camera if it's just straight on. So for instance, if you're shooting a hallway, you can slap the GoPro onto the door and have it pointing outward so the audience sees them coming down the hallway. Also, what you could do is you could put this onto a ceiling like this, facing directly down, and get a nice quick bird's eye view that you completely control. You don't have to be dangling a monopod up there.